Well, recruitment has lots of ups and downs. And during the downs, I'd say that the culture is really exceptional at Hydrogen. The people are just so motivating and supportive. And I've really enjoyed my time with my colleagues. And through the ups, I really like the fact that we have an unlimited kind of bonus scheme. So the more you produce, the more you earn, and there's no cap. So yeah, that's what's kept me going for so long.
The people definitely have kept me at Hydrogen. I feel like particularly the management team, we've all grown up together, and it's so nice to be on that sort of journey of life, but also at work together. I think very much that collaborative culture as well. We really get the benefit of being able to make money from sourcing candidates and clients. So we really work together as a team, and that's, I know, really different from other recruitment companies out there. And finally, that career progression. So I started off as a researcher, became consultant, team leader, manager, and now senior manager. So seeing that your career can actually move forward at Hydrogen as well is really a massive benefit to me as well.
So what's kept me at Hydrogen for such a long time, I would say, is definitely the people. I think the culture is unprecedented. It's brilliant, and I can safely say that there hasn't been a day that's gone past at my time at Hydrogen where I haven't laughed or really enjoyed working with my colleagues, basically. I definitely find that, you know, the Hydrogen, sort of my team are definitely like a Hydrogen family, and we just all get on so well, and I think that that's definitely what has kept me so long at the company.
Lots of things. I think particularly in the past couple of years, it's been the progression. I think although with any recruitment job, there's a lot of focus on billing, actually you aren't allowed to sort of stand still. Your sort of next promotion, next pay rise, you know, the next piece of the puzzle is always there in front of you, and in a good way, you know, you're pushed in that direction, and given all the tools and so on that you need. So I think particularly having that sort of clear and transparent path has meant that I've never wandered anywhere else or wanted to.
For me, it feels like I've actually had quite a few different jobs at Hydrogen, which I suppose I have. Started off in London and then had the opportunity to start our international team way back in the day, and then was one of the first people on the ground over in Singapore, which was just absolutely an amazing experience. It was something that I really wanted to do, that I was supported to do. The company was very up for expanding internationally, and I really wanted to move abroad for a while. So it was just a fantastic opportunity. And then after a few years in Singapore, I got the chance to move back to my home city of Edinburgh, and I've been working here remotely, but for the London team. And that has just kept me here for so long because it's been flexible enough to let me work for a London company, but from Scotland, and to continue working with people that I've worked with for over 10 years has just been incredible and really rewarding.
Best thing about recruitment for me is when you really help people, sometimes they're so grateful, they really make you feel like you're not just helping them, you're also helping their whole family. So, you know, they'll refer their friends, they'll send you a gift, and like you can just tell that people are very genuinely pleased and grateful for the help. Best thing about working at Hydrogen is, I think all in all, the people, I think, swing it for me. I think recruitment can be very similar wherever you are, but the people at Hydrogen are super supportive, very constructive if they're giving you feedback, and you can tell that everyone's genuinely happy for each other when we each get promoted. You know, I think my proudest moments include when my team members are buying their own flat or getting promoted.
The best thing about working with Hydrogen are the people, the culture. I love the collaborative culture, our reward and the commission splits. And also, I think the recognition that we get internally and sort of externally. I really enjoy the kind of incentives, the opportunity to progress, and we have an amazing platform as well for making money. So there's loads of amazing things about Hydrogen.
So I would say that the best thing about recruitment is that no day is the same. There'll be times when I have a day when I'm completely out of the office all day. I'm in coffee meetings, meeting candidates and clients, or I'm going on celebratory lunches with candidates and clients. And then there'll be other days where I'm doing calls all day or internal meetings and training, and both I still enjoy so much, and I like that kind of versatility with the structures of the day, and that's what definitely keeps me really interested in the job. And knowing that you just start the day and you don't really know what to expect, it's always really exciting, and yeah, it definitely keeps you sort of on your toes.
Sounds quite cliche, but I think it has to be the people for me. I'm such a people person. I think everyone, just on a very basic level, genuinely works together. I think we're incentivized anyway by the way we sort of run things at Hydrogen, but particularly sort of throughout COVID as well, it was so nice to have your colleagues to lean on. And I think that's really sort of come through. Whilst we've all been working from home, we've all still managed to sort of keep those relationships, which has been really nice.
I think it's so people focused, which for me was the appeal of the job. Having done law at university and sort of realised that I didn't want to be sort of paper pushing all day, that I really wanted a job where you're actually really involved in people and their lives and sort of talking to people and helping people. And that's what the job is focused on. So that is just hugely rewarding. And then just having the opportunity to be fully in control of your outputs and how much you earn. The more you put in, the more you can get out. And that also is really satisfying. Rad mentioned it as well, but for me, Tokyo, that trip, a company that sends you to places like Tokyo with colleagues and basically friends to have an amazing few days, that was just such a treat and just so much fun and a real highlight of the last 15 years.
One of my most memorable moments is when they announced the yearly incentive trip to go to Tokyo, Japan. And it's always been my dream to kind of visit it. And I've never kind of gone in my personal life. So I said to my team at the time, we're going to put a target. We want us, all four of us, to hit it and to make it. And by the end of the year, we did manage to hit it. And we all went. And I think it's safe to say, not just for myself, but the whole team had probably an unforgettable, exceptional trip, and it was just out of this world amazing, and it's one of my best moments ever. Love it. A real highlight for me at Hydrogen was for one of our 125 trips, the whole team, we all went to Thorpe Park and we went in around the Oktoberfest scary time, or scream time. It was really thrilling. We had VIP tickets to skip all the queues, and it was just a really exciting and fun experience. I mean, by the end of the day, yes, we probably felt a bit unwell, but it was totally worth it, and we had just a blast.
Well, in 13 years at Hydrogen, there have been many memorable moments. I think some of the highlights have been all of the international incentive trips to places like Las Vegas, Tokyo, Hvar, Paris, Ibiza, and of course doing the Middle East market, my many Dubai trips. I think particularly also 125 stand out. So going to Goodwood with my team, going to casinos, and I really enjoy a shopping trip as well. So we've had many a lovely trip to Selfridges and bought lots of handbags over the years. So there's just been so many, and I think it's always so nice to be able to share that with your colleagues. And I think that's what sort of makes it memorable, because you're spending time with them, not just in work, but also in that sort of social environment as well.
My most memorable moment, I'd have to say, is when I helped a candidate who was really unhappy in her current role move into her dream job, and she was totally over the moon about it. And usually you do always help candidates, and you're so happy when they're happy and really delighted with the new position, but you kind of this sort of position or this sort of situation definitely showed me how much of an impact I made on her life, because her mum called through the switchboard to basically personally thank me for sort of really massively improving her daughter's life, and how her daughter was really unhappy, and you know, how she's, you know, massively improved in terms of sort of her mental health, and you know, her mood actually, since I had found her this new job. And that is such a memorable moment for me. You really do realise how much of an impact you make on people's lives by finding them a new job, and you know, improving basically their lives and their lifestyle. My other most memorable moment, I would say, would be hitting the incentive trip to go to Cancun. This was actually in my first year at Hydrogen, and I had hit the rookie spot. It was off the back of my first deal that I had done with them, and it was just such a memorable moment for me because I was quite new to the business and new to the company. I you know, didn't know people for as long, but after doing that trip, we had created such a sort of great relationship with everybody, and you get to meet so many people from different international offices, and I really got to know the business really, really well. But what was great about it was that, you know, afterwards we had extended the trip to go and travel around America as a team together, and that for me was just my all-time favorite holiday. I still think about it to this day, that we went to Nashville and New Orleans, and that was really brilliant, and that sort of Hydrogen presented that sort of opportunity.
I hit one of the incentives a few years ago, and we were skiing, and I actually met my fiance, or now fiance, back on the trip. I have to say it is one of my memorable moments.
So this must be going way back to when I had first sort of started getting up and running and started making quite a few placements. And I remember I was due my first decent bonus, and I walked to, this was when we were on in Holborn, the office was in Holborn, and I went round to the bank with a colleague to check my account. We'd just been paid, and I've got a statement printed out, and my bonus was like 5 figures, and all of a sudden I had all this money. And I was just so excited and so motivated. And I think I went straight to Selfridges and bought a Mulberry handbag. And it was just so much fun being a young person in London with loads of money to spend, and, you know, just a huge reward after months of hard work.
Funny nicknames. There's probably some that aren't suitable for this, but row bags, casino row, row hoto, and row that you can fill in the blank, but I'm not going to say it on here. Casino row, I think, is easy because I love a casino. I love a gamble. Many a night spent post-work drinks in a casino, enjoying our hard-earned cash going down the drain.
I joined as a grad. I'm no longer that person, should I say. Done a lot of maturing, but I actually went to a festival in Amsterdam a week before starting at Hydrogen, and actually got a tattoo on my arm, Techno. So for a short while, my nickname was Techno at Hydrogen.